3, 2.
What?
Oh, we're live. We're live.
Oh, you already started it. You.
Oh, you know what?
You
I have
clicked
like a little. I have a little like delay timer on my personal show. That's why.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's why. That's why. That's why. Well, everybody, what's up?
What's up,
Cal?
everybody? What's up?
What's up, Cal?
Welcome. What's up, Cupcake? This is
just fucking cupcaking, dude.
just fucking
Whatever that
cupcaking,
means.
dude. Whatever
The
that
kids
means.
these days say that a lot. I don't know what it means though.
Welcome to PexPals Season 2, Episode 2. The only Apex Legends podcast for the mediocre gamer. My name is CowVan. And my buddy over here, his name is JoelCupcake.
That's me.
The man, the myth, the legend. JoelCupcake.
The worldwide sensation.
Worldwide
sensation.
How has your week been?
Dude, my week, my day job is a little hectic right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We had a pinup show this week too, so I got to enjoy some Crucial Metal.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hosted an incredibly talented band called Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh, love them.
The direct support was a band I've become friends with over the last couple of years called Ingested from the UK.
Oh.
Some people consider them the kings of slam metal.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fucking. And Jason, the singer, is how would we say it back in the day, Calvin? He's quite brutes magoots. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. So that was tight. My work's been crazy.
All you UK listeners, go listen to Ingested.
Yeah, if you don't already know who they are. Yeah, my work's been crazy. I might be up for a job promotion, which is tight. Apparently, people are actually noticing that I work hard for once. So that's lovely.
Get that money.
That's right. That's right. That paycheck. That cheddar.
That's right, dude. That's right.
That cheddar. That feria. That feria.
Feria.
What about you, Cal? How's your week been, my friend?
Pretty busy week. Just doing a lot of house things. Piece of advice for all you people out there: don't buy a house. There's just so much shit to do all the time, always.
Yeah.
So house stuff, fitness stuff, just trying to get back into shape. And I also did some music things this last weekend. I'm joining a band with a group of friends, and so we're starting to make music again. So this last Sunday, I went up and recorded some jams, and so hopefully it's the start of something good. So
were you pump up the jams, pump them up? Is that what you're doing?
I was exactly the whole time.
Were you the pumper?
I was the pumper, dude.
Of the jams?
I'm in the business in the music industry. I'm what's known as the fluffer.
No. You know what? I actually watched an interesting video that happened to come across my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Those don't exist anymore.
I know.
Because there's so many people that are like professionals and like most of them just do drugs, so they stay hard the whole time. You know what I mean? It's tight. Yeah. Whatever. YOLO.
Anyway,
we're living. The future is now.
Nice segue into JoelCupcake. What is your weapon of the week?
My weapon of the week? You know what's been feeling real good this week, Mr. CowVan, man?
What's that?
Man, dude. Well, I always figured out a rule. Can we do care package guns as weapon of the week?
Sure, you can pick whatever gun as weapon of the week.
Well, if I was doing non-care package, it would be the Flatline.
Okay.
But if my actual weapon of the week is the fucking Spitfire, dude.
The spit. Oh, you've been getting the spit.
Dude, it's like game after game after game. No one's been going for the care packages.
I've been seeing more Spitfires, to be honest.
Yeah, and so I've been able to get into the. I mean, dude, I had a couple games last week, or I should say this week, technically, where I dead ass ended my loadout was the Spitfire and the alternator.
I love that. Holy shit, both?
Yeah, because people just aren't touching the stuff. Everyone feels like the game's a little extra competitive right now. Everyone feels like it's a little extra sweaty in game,
right?
You know, which is. I mean, I'm not gonna argue that. You know what I mean? It definitely is a little bit. You know,
absolutely.
Sorry about everybody watching me adjust my mic. I apologize. Just a quick reminder: we do stream on YouTube.
Oh yeah, go check that out.
You can watch the episodes on our YouTube. Just look up PexPals Podcast. Anyways, Spitfire, man, it comes with a bruiser, which I think is the perfect sight for that gun. For some reason, the Spitty is just like the R3 for me. I don't like the 3 times on it.
Really?
But I'll put the 3 times on the Rampage, on the triple take, on, you know, I mean, sometimes I'll even put the 3 times on the Flatline and use it in single fire. You know what I mean? But there's just something about the recoil with the Spitfire and a 3x that is just not conducive to my mediocre, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Aiming skills.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. I mean, I like the 3x on the Spitfire. I also like the 3x on the R301, but I'm also a weirdo, and I also fucks with the 2x2.4 on those guns as well.
See, I love the 2.4 is actually my favorite sight on the R3. That's my
Really?
favorite sight. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if I have this conditioned like Call of Duty mindset where the big round scope makes the gun have less recoil and I hit my shots better. Maybe that is like a phantom thing they do in Apex. We don't realize it.
I don't know.
It's just like I compensate better because I have more confidence when I don't know. But I literally love using the 2.4 on the R3, so I feel it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. But you know what, Calvin?
Yeah.
You're also not the only one that gets a turn today. What's your weapon of the week?
Oh, okay. We talking to the viewers or are you talking to me?
No, you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna point like this. That's just stupid.
But I can see you. I can see you pointing to my face.
But I'm pointing to you because you're looking.
I love that.
What you're saying to me is, don't listen. You need to leave my camera angle alone, Calvin. I'm fucking tired of it. All right.
Okay. My weapon of the week. You know what? I've been using a variety of weapons, but I would say that my honest to goodness weapon of the week is something you and I both, I would say, and probably everyone this season has been neglecting, and it's the Prowler. It's just because with the introduction of the car, right, there is a quote unquote better heavy SMG out there now, right?
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. I mean, it's all preference, right? But when it comes to SMGs, what do people pick up? People pick up the R99. They pick up the VALK, right? And like that's pretty much it because that's really all there is.
Yeah.
People don't necessarily go for the Prowler, but now with the car there, you're like, oh, the car's just another R99. The car's just another VALK. Like, we're gonna use that one now, and it's a great gun. Don't get me wrong. But the Prowler, it still has that rapid, the high DPS, right? Like you hit fire that motherfucker at somebody and they're fucking just done, dude. Like make sure you have a big magazine, but they're fucking dunsies, right?
And what people are forgetting, we talked about this probably like 10 episodes ago when we were talking about arenas. I had my best arenas game ever with the Prowler because if you use a controller, whether or not you're on keyboard or whether you're on keyboard, god PC. Damn it, whether or not you're on PC or console, they didn't the recoil spread, like the pattern doesn't have a change if you hip fire. So it's actually easy to hit. It's actually easier to hit every shot with that gun if they're close range and you hip fire than it is if you ADS.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That dude, I'm loving it.
Keep going, dude.
Keep going.
It rips. No. I've had some. I don't want to say like. I haven't really had like clutch plays with it, like as if I'm just wiping teams with it, but like it finishes the job. Like, whatever like primary gun you're using, the R301, R99, I mean, you can use 2 SMGs, R99, whatever gun. As soon as you like put like that first clip into them, with the first gun you switch to the Prowler, they're done. You know what I mean? Like the gun rips. The gun, and like you just said, it's incredibly accurate. And it's a sleeper gun because I mean, it used to be stupid good. It used to be impossible to not run into someone with the Prowler.
Yeah, whether or not they ran it on full auto or the burst, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Almost everybody used that weapon. Like the Spitfire honestly didn't become a problem until they put the Prowler in the box.
For sure. No, absolutely.
Because everybody just grabbed the Prowler. Like everybody went R3 Prowler or
for those of you who are newer Apex Legends players, the Prowler used to be a crate gun. And it was a monster. And even before it was a crate gun, it was a monster, which is why they put it into the crate. But then they did some nerfing to it and they brought it out into the regular loot pool. But like it's a great gun. If you're looking for a gun that's unorthodox, if you're unorthodox players like myself and JoelCupcake here, try the Prowler. I think you might like it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Cal. I think I don't know. Maybe I mentioned it just amongst you and I. Maybe it was on a past episode, but like one of my favorite loadouts, not on Stormpoint because Stormpoints you have to have
Yeah,
the range,
yeah.
but like for the close range fights, like dude, if I'm caustic, I love running the car with the bruiser
Uh-huh.
and then the prowler with the digi threat
Yep.
because
Yeah.
if you have either caustic gas or bang smoke and you have the digi threat on the prowler,
Oh
like
God, dude.
you're winning that fight.
You're
You know what
winning
I
that
mean?
fight. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's oh man. You're
Yeah.
speaking of my soul choosing that gun this week.
So, for any of you listeners out there, tell us your weapon of the week. Hit us up on all our platforms at PexPals Podcast. That's every single social media platform. Check us out. Just throw us a line. And speaking of throwing us a line, we got two comments this week, two emails this week. JoelCupcake. The first one was from our friend Max. Last episode he asked we asked him what our weapon of the year was for our year-end event, our year-end
Yes, that's
episode,
right.
and he said that his weapon of the year was the Rampage. And then I made a comment last episode saying that I wouldn't use the Rampage in Final Circle. And Mac wanted some clarification on that. So personally, if I have the choice, I wouldn't want to use the Rampage Final Circle and obviously, right, if I have no choice but to keep the Rampage that I'm holding on to, I'm going to hold on to it. But say I come across like a flatline, say I come across a car, to switch out for heavy, or if I come across like an alternator or a Spitfire, I'm going to drop those guns. I'm going to drop that Rampage for one of those guns just because I feel like those guns perform better for me personally in those Final Circles and based on my play style. JoelCupcake, how do you feel about using the Rampage late game?
We talk a lot about play style on the show. It's whatever you're comfortable with. The last circle, if you're on Stormpoint, okay, I understand keeping the Rampage a little more. But if you're on one of the other maps, you don't need it. I mean, and let's be honest, like the alternator is still rarer than the Spitfire, or even I've been finding Krabers in the first round crate.
Really? I have not touched a Kraber in weeks.
Yeah, so I've been finding them in like the first round ones. So
wow.
So if I have say I'm running like Rampage RE45.
Okay.
And I get a Kraber, I'm not gonna drop the RE45 because running Rampage and Kraber, that's two slow firing weapons. I don't think that's at least from my playstyle. I don't think that's a smart move.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna ditch the Rampage and run the Kraber. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
But the Rampage is definitely it was Max that asked that, right?
It was Max, yes.
Yeah, Max. Like I think that CowVan and I both do agree, the Rampage is an end ring gun, especially if you are Fuse and you're not using the Rampage, you should uninstall the game because you don't understand synergy. Like,
yeah.
And I don't like to say things that are just blatantly mean to our listener base, but like with the fact that he can carry 2 stacks of each grenade, you can walk around with 4 freaking thermites.
Yeah,
and if you're not using the Rampage, dude, every time I die, and when it's the final 5. And it's a Rampage, it's a Fuse, guaranteed, because they're smart and they're using this energy. I get it. It's
true, man. It's true. And I think with the introduction of characters who perform well with other weapons, right? Like or with certain weapons, like Fuse with well, first off, Rampart with LMGs, right? If you're Rampart and you don't have an LMG, you're playing the game wrong. Now and then a good point to make is if you're Fuse and you're not using the Rampage, you're playing the game wrong.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that. 100%.
It's just like if you're Bang or Caustic and you are like, I don't need the digi threat.
And you don't have a digi threat. No, absolutely. No, I 100% agree with that sentiment. So Max, using the Rampage end game is not a bad thing. I just personally would choose another weapon over it if I had the choice. So
yeah, if you put a fully kitted Rampage up against the alternator, I'm taking the ulti every single time.
Every time. Absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely.
But Cow, you said that we had a second question, right? Are we digging into that or what?
Yeah. No, we absolutely are. So another listener of ours, I'm gonna probably pronounce your name wrong, but Solidus Lee, I believe that's your name. Solidus Lee sent us a line, and he says that his favorite character is Valkyrie, and he feels that Valkyrie is like the best character in the game, and if we can foresee any changes coming up for her. So how do you feel about that, Joel?
So, for as far as her being added to the game and change and the way the game's changed and whatnot, the reason everybody hated Horizon, Valkyrie is the complete opposite. I think it was a smart move to have the vertical character where it's an ultimate. It introduced a new kind of movement physics with like the floating and the gliding, but you still can't shoot during it.
Yeah.
Like Valkyrie takes skill because Octane, my most hated legend,
Most people's most hated legend.
Sorry, he's not my most hated. Horizon's my most hated. But he's the one that I think deserves a nerf.
Okay.
The most. He can stim, doesn't affect his aim. Horizon gets better aim in her grav lift, I swear.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pathfinder can still shoot when he's on the zip lines.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Bangalore can still shoot when her passive's going off.
Right.
But Valk can't. So you have to be smart when you're Valk. You have to watch the fuel gauge. You don't have unlimited flying. Like I like Valk because it's not an easy movement character. Like,
agreed.
No disrespect, Octane is an easy movement character.
Oh, absolutely. No, and that's why people play him, because he's an easy movement character.
But I also like that they're putting more emphasis on, like, part of the reason I like Caustic is his gas slows people down. So it helps make the fights a little bit more balanced. We had that's probably like second or third episode after Valkyrie was out. I had a big tirade, I'm going to call it that, about you use her missile swarm. And if you're Valkyrie and you don't have a sniper, again, synergy, because you can hit them from with that missile swarm from like medium range.
You really can,
and it slows them, and it'll do a little damage to the shield, and boom, you have time to line up that headshot.
That's true.
So I think she's a great character.
Yeah,
I love her backstory. Stormpoint would be fucking unplayable without that character. Like I'll just dead ass say it.
Probably, yeah.
She's completely taken the ranked world by storm.
Absolutely.
Every team requires one now.
Right.
Which,
that's true.
I do think we will get a different meta for next season. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, man. I mean, I think having her around is important.
For sure.
I think it's smart. I think she was a good addition to the game.
Yeah.
As far as her being the best legend, I mean, I suppose we can talk about that. We should talk about that later.
Okay.
So I need to think about that.
So how about I'll speak and then you stew on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know what? I've been missing the sound of your voice because I've been working a lot this week, Calvin. So go on. Go off.
So
how do the kids say? Go off. Go off,
Queen.
Go off, King. Go off, Queen.
So solidly, says that is there anything going to be changed to your kit? Best character in the game? ? Yes or no? So that has actually been going around a lot on Apex Legends threads and forums. People talking about the game. Essentially, Valkyrie has essentially replaced Pathfinder, for all intents and purposes, right? There are true Pathfinder mains who stuck to Pathfinder, who do the crazy rope, grapple shit, like wrap around a building and shit, who still do that because that's just their character that they perform well with. But for all intents and purposes, Valkyrie has replaced Pathfinder. She has a passive that she flies up to buildings, so you don't have to rope up there, and you're a lot more accurate with it. And her ultimate is much better than Pathfinder's because you get the fuck out of there, right?
And she can still scan the beacons.
And she can scan beacons. So like, why play Pathfinder, right? And even then, like the last the last couple of characters, or the other new character that was introduced, also effectively replaced Pathfinder, which was Ashe, because her ultimate fucking just takes you from one place to another instantaneously. You know what I mean? She replaced Pathfinder and Wraith in one person. And so Valkyrie, I've heard this before we even got the email from Lee. People are saying that Valkyrie is the best character in the game right now, and it's like you alluded to it too. In the pros, in the comp scene, most every team has a Valkyrie.
Mhm.
The current like comp ranked meta right now is Bloodhound, Gibby, and Valkyrie,
Yeah.
and like a mixture of other characters. Like you
Yeah,
have,
it's like you can exchange either of those last two with Caustic, and that's
oh yeah, and
literally every
Caustic,
team.
yeah, yeah,
And then a
yeah,
lot of people have smartened up to our homegirl Loba because of how
right,
clutch she is final ring. But
absolutely, yeah,
but
but
yeah,
like,
but every team has the
but
Valk.
yeah, it's just so interesting how a new character from essentially has become meta, right? Like you
Mhm.
have to have her because you get that final circle, you pop a Valk ult, and you're fucking out of there. And you've instantaneously repositioned your whole team, and there's
Mhm.
nothing any of the other teams can do about it.
And you
And
get reconnaissance data while you're doing
and
it.
you know exactly everybody is. So Valkyrie is solid, and to be honest, I think she's balanced because I've done it. I've seen other people do it on like on Reddit and Twitter, shooting Valkyries out of the air. You know, shooting them when they're getting ready for takeoff, right? Like she's
Mhm.
and when she flies in the air, she's completely useless if she shoots her missiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so to be perfectly honest, I think she's balanced. I think she's 100% a balanced hero, which is why everybody likes her, which is also why I think people like Bloodhound because
Mhm.
I think Bloodhound is balanced. I think Gibraltar's balanced. Um, I think Caustic's balanced because unless you're right next to Caustic, he can't do shit to you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He can't close distance on you fast. Gibby can't close distance on you fast. Gibby can throw his fucking ult on you, but you can
Yeah.
hide from it. You know what I mean? Like, and Bloodhound has to chase you down, you know, to see if you're in his fucking cone. But if you're outside his cone,
Yeah.
he doesn't see you. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
no, I was just saying that like the characters who are the meta, I personally believe are the most balanced. And every character
Mhm.
that's not in that meta has something that's just wrong with them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like Horizon was the meta because Horizon was OP, right?
Yeah.
Seer was the meta because Seer was OP, you know?
Mhm.
Octane's great and all, but every time you stab yourself, you lose some health, you know?
Yeah.
And the same thing goes with a bunch of the other characters. And like there's something just quite wrong with all the other characters that is not as that is more wrong than the meta characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're going to change anything. If
No.
anything, they'll give her the seer treatment
Mm,
where her maybe her rockets don't do damage and they just stun, or
mhm.
like the only thing I could say is maybe necessary. Um, and I've gone off on weird tangents before about characters having too much to them. You
Right.
know, I could see them making her ultimate longer because the
Mm,
fact that it's a basically free escape and you get the recon data off of it, like I
mhm.
do think that is a little much.
Right.
Like if you look at it on paper,
Yeah.
but like I do think she is balanced. So I think if any change is coming, it'd be one of those two things. Like either her missile swarm does no damage and just like stuns, you know,
Sure.
and disorients a little bit,
Yeah.
or her ult cooldown gets increased.
Sure.
I've been
Absolutely.
playing Seer a lot lately, and I actually don't think they should have changed his ult. I think just the tack needed to be done.
What did they change with the Zolt?
It's longer now.
Oh, it says the longer
So there's because I
cooldown.
believe if I remember correctly, there's the 30-second, or there's 60-second, 90-second, and 2-minute ult recharges. I believe.
Oh, really?
I think that's how it breaks down. I could be
I have
wrong
no
about that.
idea. I have
But
no
like,
idea.
Gibby's is the longest.
Mm.
Obviously Mirage's is the quickest.
One of the quickest,
So
yeah.
yeah, so but Seer, I believe, had a 60-second cooldown for his ult, and I think they increased it to 90 because
Okay.
of he was just smashing, which I understand, but
Right.
like the ult doesn't last very long and it is destroyable. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So I've been playing him more. I still thoroughly enjoy Seer. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's like kind of sort of inadvertently turned into my official backup. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I actually
Like
did
if
it.
I don't if I
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No, you were there when I had my 2K game with Sia the other day.
Oh
I
yeah.
posted on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, and Seer, and for those of you listening, like, Calvin's mentioned Bloodhound, and now I'm talking about Seer. If you are a mediocre gamer and you're trying to get better at the game, make sure you have one of those on your team, because the reconnaissance data and like the map awareness that those two characters bring to your team will help you in fights. Like, I always have a very close range gun on me, especially when I play Caustic. Dude, if I'm paired with a Seer, I'm like unstoppable in a building.
That's
because
true.
I can chase them, and if they're chasing me, I can put gas down. Like, it's just messed up,
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
yeah,
I don't think they're gonna do anything with Valkyrie. And like you said, if they do something, probably just take away the stun from the missile barrage. But other than that, I don't really see anything. So, but thanks, Lee, for the email. If you have a question or you have a comment that you'd like us to ramble on about on our next episode, email us at pexpalspodcast@gmail.com. You could also hit us up on any of our social medias at PexPals Podcast.
Yes.
So right now,
well, actually, Calvin, that spurs a question for me.
Yeah, what's
based off our friend's question. What do you think? I don't even know what I think, so I'm going to ask you first, motherfucker. Okay. Who do you think the best legend in the game is?
Valkyrie. 100%.
Really?
I think Valkyrie is the best legend in the game right now. And I say that for a number of reasons. So I like to play a lot of characters, right? You know this.
Yes, you do.
And
you're good with a lot of characters too, which is right. A lot of people that don't have a specific main are not good with most of the characters they play.
Right. And so like I take pride in knowing how to play all the characters and being able to do it decent with them, and do better with some others than others, but do decent with all of them. And from like my time playing with all the other characters, I feel like most other characters are limited by something, right? Every character is limited by something. No character can be the god amongst all the things, and some characters excel more than others in certain instances. But like, I feel like Valkyrie doesn't have any of those problems. Valkyrie has the vertical that a better vertical than all the other characters, because she could do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
As long as you have the fuel, but the fuel comes back fast, right? That means she can get anywhere at any time. Yeah. She can get booped off the fucking map and then fly back on. You know what I mean? Like she can go. You know that secret area on Kings Canyon. Remember that it was the underground secret area that you can access. Like you hit the button and the vault opens, you can go inside.
Oh yeah,
and you know the one that was on the cliffside.
Yes.
Yeah. And how there was if you jumped off, you can actually go in through.
Yeah, I remember.
Valkyrie could do that without opening the vault, so she can go into the vault, hide there the whole game, and never have to come out and people won't know she's in there because the vault will never open. Like she could do things that other people just can't do.
Yeah.
And not even that, she has the scan, so when she's flying through the air, she can see where everybody is, and then you can, like, because if you hit a balloon, you know where the fuck you're going, and you jump right into a team and you die. Valkyrie knows exactly where everybody is all the time.
No,
right?
You're right.
She has the missile barrage, which does damage and it stuns you. So you can't really hide from her. Number one, or like number 6, whatever number I'm on now. And then her ultimate is probably the best ultimate in the game, because you can get out of any situation. Literally any situation. You could even plan it so well that on the last circle, you throw your team up in the air, everyone's on the floor shooting and killing each other, and you stay alive long enough to land on them and finish with the third party. You know what I mean? Like, I personally, I think it's the best ultimate in the game. And because it has its flaws, it's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
Which makes her vulnerable, and that's why I think that's another reason why I think she's the best character in the game, because she's not perfect, but all of her kit is so good and unmatched compared to the other characters who have similar abilities.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joel?
She's up there.
Okay.
I don't think she's the best. You know, because with me, I look at things as like, you know, your ultimate should be a tool to help you clutch things, but it shouldn't be something you rely on.
Sure.
And I do think that Octanes and Valkyries rely on their ultimate too much.
Okay.
So, but I like things. Okay, you can survive. You have the ability or a part of your kit that maybe helps with reses. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have some movement. So if Gibby had some sort of movement, he would, in my opinion, dead ass, no argument, be the best character in the game.
Absolutely.
If he had in a movement, like some sort of like if he had Bangalore's passive, even
For sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so Gibby would be the best, but it's not him. But based on like kind of like the standards I just listed, with like you need to do a little bit of everything. Other than the fact that his ult is very situational, I actually think Revenant is the best character in the game.
Revenant,
because
that's a solid choice.
One thing I've been playing with my buddy Kyle quite a bit lately. Him and I do a lot of duos. One thing we've been doing is like, you know, everybody has audio issues. It doesn't matter if you're on console or
absolutely
or PC. So one thing him and I have been doing is being very conscious of crouch walking into every fight.
Yeah.
And just like we've like just come around the corner on dudes in loot boxes because they had no idea we were there. Because we took the extra 20 seconds because we crouch walked the whole way around the building.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, Rev does that faster.
Yes.
You know, you want to worry about movement, dude. That last buff, like he can climb. Like
yes.
He can climb almost the height of Horizon's grav lift, which is like insane if you think about it.
He does climb very high.
Yeah, like it's like actually almost fucked up.
Yeah,
and just it's just a lot of people don't care to play him anymore. So nobody, I don't think people are realizing this.
Yeah, the tallest building in Sky, those tallest like the 5-story building in Skyhook, with the elevator shaft, how it's a little bit higher than the roof. Revenant can climb from the bottom of that building all the way to the top.
Yeah, exactly. Which most people don't realize that he can actually go that high.
Yeah,
I mean, I forget half the time when I play him.
No. Like I make it a point to climb buildings just for fun because I can do it with Revenant every time I play him.
Yeah, but like that, I mean, you have so many people that get annoyed with Caustic. You have so many people like I fucking hate Octane. You know what I mean? His fireballs, now that he gets 2 of them, like completely disabling the enemy's abilities.
Sure.
Like you can flip a whole fight on its head. Also, you want to talk about like a visually or audibly like disruptive ability, like that ball. I mean, dude, the other day I was playing actually with my buddy Kyle, like I just mentioned. He rezzed me in the middle of the last. We were in the top 4 teams fighting, literally dead ass in the middle. He rezzed me behind a crate. I threw an orange ball above us on the edge of the crate and in front of us, and the 2 solos ran right by us, chasing each other.
I love it.
Looking for us. They heard the res, and we just turned and murked both the fuck out of.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Because like the orbs, you see the edge of the orb, and your automatic instinct is to ignore it.
Avoid it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm doing that now because that's like a caustic trick. You know, you throw the mine and you hide behind it and hope that they're a dumbass. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's Rev because you have a little bit of everything. You have an aggressive ult, but just like Caustic, if you need, you can use the totem to go res or to go get the banners from a death box.
That's true.
If you put it in the right spot. So it's a multi-useful, you know, ult just like Valkyrie's. Because Valkyrie's is a repositioning ult and an info ult, a scanning ult.
For sure.
You know, so my vote is going to probably be Rev.
Interesting.
But right behind Rev is Valkyrie, and then honestly, it is probably still Gibby, even though he has no movement abilities.
Gibby, like if it weren't for Valkyrie's like versatility, I would have said Gibby.
Yeah.
Just because Gibby has a lot going for him. He's
also been the most nerfed character, and I think that's for a reason.
It's for a reason. He's one of the strongest characters in the game.
I mean, we talked about this last season. Like literally, parts of his kit have been stripped and added so that everybody in the game can access those abilities.
Right.
Like that's how powerful he was when he came out.
To be honest, I think if Lifeline still had her res shields, I would have said Lifeline was the best character in the game.
I could have backed that, especially with the buff to the loot system on her care package. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Getting purple shields and shit off her
rip.
off the rip, dude. Yeah, she's good. If she still had her res shields, I would have said that hands down she was the best character in the game. But my votes are Valkyrie. I personally, that's personally. So for all you players out there, we are still dead center into the Dark Depths event. The loot crates are like 400 Apex coins a piece, which is like there's a lot of fucking money. But you get some coins. You get a couple of loot crates from the little event tracker thing that you can do.
Yeah, which we're in the second week of now.
Yeah, which we're completing events.
So new badges and new skins from that directly, as well as the ones you can buy.
Yeah, and that's still going on till February 1st. And speaking of February 1st, we still have about 19 as of this recording. There are 19 days left of ranked split 2 season 11. So if you haven't gone out there and gotten your ranks in, go do that now. So you have an easier time next season.
I'm back to being hard stuck plat, baby. Let's do it, dude.
Let's go, dude.
On that note, I am looking for like a semi-cash, specific like ranked console team. So if anybody plays on console and is listening to this and wants a ranked teammate, holler at your boy.
Let's go.
I get to plot basically on my own every season. You know that, Calvin.
I know it.
We dabble with each other a little bit.
We dabble. Yeah. So ranks out there, go get you ranked. JoelCupcake, you wanted to talk about ranked, didn't you?
You know what? I did, Calvin. We did an episode before this season about the changes they made to ranked and why we liked them and what we thought it meant. What we thought it meant for ranked.
Yeah.
We've even talked through the last couple episodes about how we praise the new rank system. It's definitely easier to get to plat.
Yes.
Like for sure.
Absolutely.
I do think the problem with the game and the number one complaint, I'm going to say from both pros and mediocres, is the third partying. And I think with the new rank system giving you the bonus for kills and not as much placement.
Okay.
Whereas I like it as somebody who plays with higher people a lot and like whatnot, I like it, but it does drive the thirsty. Like the third parties are worse because if you're in a diamond, if you're in a pred lobby trying to get, and you're pred 1, and you're chasing diamonds, you need those extra points from killing the diamonds
for sure.
So that aspect of the game I think was an
do you mean platinum?
Yeah, sorry, platinum chasing diamond.
Okay.
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, plat 1 chasing diamond 4s. Yes.
For sure.
Because you get bonus points because they're a level above you. And I think at face value, we all liked this. And I think I still like it, but I think a lot of people, usually we talked about this last episode. We don't listen to the hive mentality with the pros.
Right.
I'm gonna put some bunny ears around the word pros, know. But I think the one thing they're getting right now is the pros are actually asking for you to reward less for third partying and less for being just the kill lord and actual team performance. Like the significant KP bonus should come from placement and survivability.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to add something to that I have not seen anybody bring up on the internet.
Which is?
Why do we not get points, not for picking up somebody, but if they get full killed and you you respawn them, that should be a point because you're giving away your location. You're encouraging at least 2 third parties in ranked.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that takes a smart person to be able to res well and then make sure the team either gets kitted or rotates quick enough. Absolutely. You have to be coordinated to survive resurrecting, especially if it's like you have to resurrect both teammates. Holy shit. Right. Anybody with a sniper is going to see 2 bodies coming out of the plane and they are going to push your ass.
Yeah, anybody in the vicinity is going to push.
Yeah, so I think there's something to be said for it being a little bit more team based or it being a little bit my camera it's just super unfocused.
Autofocus. Yeah, that was cool.
Hi. Oh, well, it's well, I guess I'm drunk.
I guess you're fucked for the rest of the show.
But anyways, I am actually agreeing with some of the pros that let's not reward the third party aspect as much, but let's reward the survivability. Like there's a reason when you go to esports, you have coaches for teams.
Right.
Because there is strategy, and the strategy is not just be the best shot.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Look at it's Timmy. Every time he does ALGS, his team doesn't win.
Right.
And I would argue that he's one of the top 10 players in the world at the game, probably.
For sure.
But he doesn't. I don't even think he's ever placed top 3. I could be wrong about that. If for some reason
he did win again, he did win one. He did win one, I think.
Oh, he did. Okay,
this last year, yeah.
Okay, word. My bad if I'm incorrect about that. But you know what I mean. Like that should not be all that's important. You know, like there's like, and we've said this in tons of episodes before. There's a reason you have the Ramparts and the Caustics and the Watsons, and even to an extent the Gibraltars with defensive abilities.
Yeah,
because it's a play style the game wants you to play.
For sure. Yeah. So I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. There does need to be some kind of mechanic or scoring system change to better encourage team play, because I feel like, and I know I'm not the only one who hates this about it, but when you're playing the game and you get the sweaty random who leaves the team and runs into a fight and dies, you know what I mean? That person is running into that fight and dying because they understand the game rewards aggressive playstyle, right? Which is why all the characters that we keep getting, or the buffs to them, or the nerfs or whatever, or the meta is always aggressive characters, right?
Correct.
And so the new scoring system in ranked, personally, I think it's good. I think it's good because for all intents and purposes, Apex Legends is a shooter game, and you should be shooting. I went and saw a competition a couple years ago, and all the teams were just ratting the whole time, and it was the most boring fucking competition I'd ever seen in my life. But there was one team that was out pushing all the teams, killing everybody, and they would end the game with like 7, 8, 9 kills for each person on the team, but they didn't win because they didn't rat and get to the final circle, or even like win the game. You know what I mean? Because the game gave them more. The competition gave them more points. The people who won the game more points than the people who got the most kills. Like, I think there should need to be a nice blend of it, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And currently, I do think that the way ranked is right now is how the blend should be, because you won't get that extra 60 fucking points if you don't win the game, and that's perfectly fine. You'll get the maximum amount of points you can get by all the kills you can get by getting into second place, but you could get the most points if you won the game. And I think that's perfectly fair. You can even you could even get more points than the people who did win the game if you had more kills than they did. You know, come final circle, and you're the last 2 teams. And I think that's fair. I think people complaining about third partying are the people who aren't playing the game as it was intended to be played, right? If like a battle royale, the popularity of battle royales is such that things like that can happen, right? In old school TDM Call of Duty games, there was nothing like that. It was line up. It was like fighting in the Civil War. You both line up on each side, and then you point at each other. You shoot your guns, and then you rush and you die, and then another team comes, and you're like, it was always just a meet in the middle. It was always a meet in the middle. But when the introduction of battle royale games, it was like, where the fuck is anybody coming from? Who am I getting shot at by? Right? That's the spirit of battle royale. Getting third partied is the spirit of a battle royale. That's supposed to happen. And if you get third party, fourth party, fifth party, and you kill them all and you survive, you should win. You should get the most points. That makes sense to me. I'd say I agree. I agree with what you're saying. But my point is that is the spirit of a battle royale. But there does need to be more incentive for team-based play, because you cannot survive a third party, fourth party, fifth party without your team. And even if your team dies, they were bullet sponges for you. You know what I mean? They were distractions for you. So you
better
couldn't have
clip
done
that.
it.
You better clip that. I know we're still mid-show, but you better clip that. They were still bullets punches. That's like that. You better clip that shit and put it on the fucking TikTok, Calvin, because that's fucking true.
But it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. You know what I mean? Like I've been in games with pro players, right? Because of my my MMR and because I get into diamond lobbies, I get put into games with pro players, right? And I play with them, and then I see like I see them doing all their shit, and then I'm getting shot by fucking 3 people, and then they kill them from the back, and they're like, oh my god, that pro player is so good. You know what I mean? Like, well, no, the pro player is good because they're all fucking shooting at me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not to say that not to discredit any of them or say that I'm so good, but like a lot of people can perform the things that they do in a game because there are 2 other people who are taking aggro away from what's that fucking game? Was it Gears of War? No, it was Army of Two.
Yes.
You get the aggro on you, so all the bad guys shoot at you, so your teammate can then
your teammates in cover sniping everybody. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like that's the whole point of Apex Legends is to have another person on the team distract them while you strategize and win the fight. So yeah, there needs to be more incentive to team play. And one of the things that I did see on the internet was points, team kill points, right?
So instead of it being KP, it's team KP.
Yeah, team KP, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like you could get individual KP, but team KP should be another thing too. Because and the argument that I saw, which makes perfect sense to me, you shoot somebody, you break their health, their armor, they get down to 1 health, but you can't finish them. They pop a shield cell. You all of a sudden don't get an assist or a kill if they go down. Like you get no points for that because they popped 1 shield cell. You know what I mean? Like how does that make sense? There should be a better like scoring system to compensate or to, like to take care of that aspect of the game where you literally ruin someone's day and you get no points for it if they get taken down by somebody else. That's my opinion. I talk too much.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm with it. But also, like, what's the point of why do we have 4 if you count Gibby? Why do we have 4 medical or reviving characters if you don't get points for the reviving aspect?
Absolutely. No,
like what's the goddamn point?
Right. And to be honest, and this happens a lot in ranked lobbies, your teammates won't revive you because there's no point to it.
There's no point, but then also they're not encouraged for getting points for being a team player, so no one's with their mic on. And if they do have their mic on, they're probably just cussing you out because they think they're better than you.
Absolutely. No, absolutely, because there's no incentive to actually play like a team.
Exactly.
But they're not allowed, but not allowed, but majority of the things that they're able to do is because they have a team. Right? Yeah. There's not one person. There's 0 people who solo queue into pubs, push every single fucking team by themselves and win. There is no what?
There's one person.
Who?
The Warlord, dude.
Okay. But okay.
He's literally insane. He's literally on he is the best Bangalore in the world. And the reason he's able to do it is because of Bangalore's passive.
But he's able to do it because of Bangalore's passive, but he doesn't solo wipe every individual team. He capitalizes on third parties and the confusion.
True. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. There's not one person who can join, who can run right at a team of 3 who's aware of him and survive. It's impossible. It's impossible against a team of 3 of competent players. It's impossible.
And it's possible if you cheat.
Well, yeah. I mean, oh god.
If you get the wingman with fucking 12 bullets because you're cheating and you hit only headshots, you can wipe the whole team by yourself.
Dude, the cheaters have been running amok this week, dude.
Oh, dude, Dan and I, you and I, we've all caught them. Like just hearing the flatline sound like an R99.
Oh my god, dude.
That seems to be what it is. It's always the flatline single fire. People are obsessed with cheating with that weapon.
It's because, and I said this like a year ago, you can single fire the flatline faster than the Spitfire shoots fully automatic.
Oh, I know, but like when they're using like a strike pack and you can tell that it's like
well, that's what I'm
fast
saying.
or like two bullets at once.
It's because you can actually do that with the flatline.
Oh, okay. I see what your point. Okay.
You can't be like the flatline single fire shoots faster than the R301 single fire, shoots faster than the Hemlock single fire, shoots faster than the P2020.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, the flatline single fire shoots faster than majority of the weapons in the game. I can click it really stupid fucking fast. And so like it comes out really.
I still get I literally somebody rolled up on I think it was Dan and I and somebody else a couple days ago when I was playing with them, and I was like, he shot that flatline faster than CowVan can, so he's fucking cheating. I like dead ass said that. I wish I was on stream so I could have clipped it, but like he dead ass said that because like I don't know anybody that can fire that gun faster than you, even the streamers I watch.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. No, the other day I was playing with my friend King Headache and a friend of his named Dippin, and we were the Harvester, and all of a sudden this Pathfinder comes out of fucking nowhere, absolutely obliterates King. King's like, what the fuck just happened? Dippin runs into the room. The dude was around the corner waiting for him. Instant drop. Fucking drop. I'm like, what the hell? So like I slide over the thing. He's reloading, so I get some shots in. But as soon as that gun's reloaded, I'm fucking dead. And I was like, holy shit. And King was like, I'm going to spectate this guy. The guy had 14 kills. He had like 3,500 damage. He had no team. He was just by himself, just murking dudes.
Oh, yeah,
just murking dudes. Oh, man, the cheaters have been crazy right now.
I found a new one the other day, Cal.
Oh, what's that?
Somebody using your weapon of the year.
Oh.
The Senti, dude. Bro, I was Gibby. Keep in mind I was Gibby, so you get the gun shield and a little bit of extra health. You know what I mean? I break this Octane. We're at the big explosion point on World's Edge. Epicenter. We're at Epicenter. You know how there's the one zip that goes up to the top part of the tower?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm chasing the Octane, right? I slide around the corner with a grenade in my hand. By the time I aim the little arch, I hit the zip line to throw the grenade at the dude because he's broke, right?
Yeah.
No bullshit. I didn't even see the Octane moving in front of me. And I got insta-downed with full shields by a Sentinel. And then I watched the replay, and it said the dude hit me 3 times with the Sentinel.
Wow.
The second I touched the zip. Because I was like, wait, I had full health. I had a purple helmet. You know, that even charged up with the purple helmet, it's not one shot.
It's not a knock, no.
The second I hit the zip, like I literally didn't even have time to let go of the trigger to throw the grenade at the dude, and he killed me.
That's unbelievable.
And I was like, no. I literally just left the lobby. I was like, sorry guys, I'm done. Like I was like, that's like using the the double bullet pull or whatever the fuck that stupid little hack is called.
Right.
On a Sentinel of all things, like you can go get fucked, buddy.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, we all reported that asshole, dude. No, I was literally like, okay, maybe I got shot by someone else from the right.
Right.
No other team around. Like even my teammates were like, what? What?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know.
The cheaters have been out there, dude. They've been out there.
But you know what, Cal? I think that's a wrap, dude.
I think that's a wrap, man. If so, for listeners out there, have you had any trouble in ranked? Let us know your feelings about ranked. Let us know how you like the new scoring system. Let us know your thoughts about ranked and what changes they should make to ranked if you have any, or if you even play ranked. If you're even a sweaty ranked person like me, hit us up on all our social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at PexPals Podcast. Don't forget to email us any comments or questions at PexPalsPodcast@gmail.com. Check me out on Twitch and on TikTok at CowVan, at CowVanMan on Twitter. My dear friend JoelCupcake. Check him out everywhere worldwide at JoelCupcake.
And then I'm also on YouTube and Twitch as JoelCupcake Live.
JoelCupcake Live is his solo podcast show. He talks to heavy hitters in the music industry, like our dear boy Adam from Oceano. So if you're a metal fan and you don't know who the fuck Oceano is, you should probably check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Check that out. Oh,
and
check. Oh no, sorry.
What?
You were,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, you were good. No, you were on a roll, bro. I just interrupted your thunder.
No,
you were doing the R roll and everything, getting all excited over here.
Wreck yourself.
I was just gonna leave this with a quick tip before we sign off.
What's your tip?
My tip for all you mediocre listeners out there, as we've been saying all day, this is a team game. Trust your teammates.
It's a team game.
Don't tell them, hey, you cost us this game because you don't play the meta. Or, hey, maybe you should switch that character. Especially if you see someone in the lobby on your team. If they have a mill damage on that character, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, don't sit around and say, maybe you shouldn't play this guy or that guy or this girl or that girl. Just because you think the team comp's bad.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Agreed.
You do a million damage on your main and then talk to that person.
For sure. I agree.
And yes, I'm salty from some stuff that happened this week. And that's why that's my tip. That's why.
Thank you for listening to episode 2, season 2 of PexPals. Check us out everywhere on all your fucking wherever you get your podcasts. Do it. Leave us a review. And shit. Subscribe.
Thanks.
All right.
I'm JoelCupcake. That's CowVan. That's CowVan. Bye.